The last thing you remember is dealing with Magrus in the road to Doongard. Blacking out. And then you started having this same dream over and over again. The dream is Nyana and Iso performing a song in Bonedrift Port. You know the song, whether you've heard it before or not, as the Bonnie of Bonedrift Port. And there's a single woman in the audience. Very mysterious woman at first. And as the performance finishes, she rises, clapping her hands. And suddenly she summons skeletons from everywhere. They just rise out of the sand. Lurch forward, reaching towards Nyana and Iso. And it's then that you recognize this as Odin, who you met at the crossroads in the Grinding Wastes. And just as they reach you, you wake up from the dream here in this place. Looks very familiar.
Oh, where am I? Deja vu. Where is every... Oh, you're here.
Yes. Wherever here is.
Magrus. Wait, are we in Doongard? What's going on?
Surely Magrus wouldn't wake us up in Doongard. Would he?
Loxon snores loudly, still on the floor.
Oh, well, he's not dead.
Jothir doesn't say anything yet. He just starts patting his body, making sure he's okay, and seeing what he has.
And Patrick, you have orders when they awaken to bring them to the commander immediately.
Follow me.
What happens?
Who are you?
I must take you to the commander. We can speak later.
Are we in Doongard?
We are. Right?
Yes. Come on, you've played this before.
Yes. Definitely, yes.
You were the first player to be in Doongard. You were one of them. How do you not remember? Come on.
I guess we're following.
I'm assuming you're following, Jothir?
Yeah, I was debating to, check the body in there for money, but yeah, I'm following.
All right, you check Loxon. He does not wake up no matter what you seem to do. He has nothing of value, just like the rest of you. Nothing of value left on your persons. None of your belongings seem to be nearby. But you do have the item that you hid. Still in your hiding spot.
Commander,
No,
I brought them here.
I was just kidding. I would have gone with the group. I'm not
okay.
rob my own team.
Oh. Well, you
wouldn't.
got to clarify. You got to clarify.
I don't think that... I feel like it's happened before, though.
My team is active and helps.
All right, the commander nods at you, Patrick. She looks around at each of you. You were rescued and brought here by a group of people. They were sent after another task from our allies here. She inclines her head to the left there, and you recognize the knight that you met at the crossroads when you were sent there the first time. And she tells you all about what happened in the mountain passage. How you were rescued by the handsome pork chop Alexander, the mighty archer, the crazy miller, former miller, and Swaru, Milton, and some guy named Gerhard.
Excuse me, who?
She's regaled the whole story to you. This is her just telling you the story. I don't want to explain the whole story, since you already know what happened. But she's telling you.
Okay. Must be someone else. Must be a different Gerhard.
We are our rescuers now.
You're what?
Our rescuers.
They've left. About a day ago. You've been here 2 or 3 days.
What of, did they... How did they... What became of Magris, who... Well, ambushed us.
He didn't seem to be there. Or at least they didn't say anything about him. Once they brought you here, the miller and Archer, the strange one, they were able to cure whatever it is that Magris did to you, so if you're feeling well, then you're probably cured.
Seems we owe more favors. Guess I don't mind that one, though.
She again
Better
inclined.
here
Go ahead.
than in some prison.
Or in that dream.
So why did Magris capture you?
He was irate. You see, we didn't perform one of his tasks that he asked of us. It's a little too garish for us. We wanted to come here and Per and Swaru tell you everything, honestly. And it seems all those people who think we owe things to them had other things in mind.
And what did you come here to tell me?
You were looking for a way to get rid of a mark.
A mark?
Well, you remember, perhaps, the old man Semper and the wild savage Loxan that's still sleeping in your quarters here.
Go on.
They were marked by the Sticulus.
She gets a little look of concern. Looks to the knight next to her, and he kind of looks back, and then they both look at you guys to hopefully elaborate.
It's a long story. Back when we were heading to the south west and doing Lord Gannison's duties, we were to go to the city there, and there was a stidulus, two of them, sitting off to the side of the city. One of our compatriots was enamored, perhaps, or maybe compelled, I'm not sure, but they went over to prostrate themselves before the stidulus. Our other companion, though he might be a brute at times, has quite the heart, and he went out to try to rescue them, and in so doing, we were told they were both marked. Later, we were told, I guess. This is where we weren't allowed in the city, and we came back, and then we encountered Magris, or Magris found us, probably because of the mark. He said he could sense it on both of them, and that we must do things if we wish to save them. Like, I think we agreed on go find the body of a watchman in Balemouth, uncover him, dig him up, take him to the shrine, Brookwald Shrine, cut out his heart, and bury him. And we struggled with this for various reasons. Nobody seemed in Bone Drift to want to help us in any of the cities, actually. So we went off to do our own service, and got caught up and tangled up in quite the web. The further we went in, we kept meeting more people, such as this Red Knight here earlier, and later this person named Odin, and Sarakanath, the demon, I think, is how it introduced itself. They also wanted favors. They wanted us to take that same body, cut the head off, and do things to it, sacrifice it to the demon. It's been quite an interesting journey since the sky went black, and we don't know who to trust. But we met in Swaru along the way, and he urges us to trust you. So, in the face of all this, we threw up defiance and tried to make our way back to Doongard, but we were waylaid, apparently. And that's it. Did I leave anything out? Anyone?
No, I think you about summarized it.
I've just been curious where our compatriots are. We saw Loxin in the room, but what of Semper?
Your rescuers only brought you 4. There was no 5th.
I see.
You probably didn't make it.
The knight next to her speaks up. Do you know what Magris was doing to that stidulus in the passage? You heard any rumors?
Well, all I know is that Macros doesn't like the Sigilus. Seems there's been some quarrel in the past, but what happened in the passage, I have no clue of.
We were coming along the road, and it was barricaded by goblins. They forced us to drink a substance, spider poison or something, and then Magris came out from the darkness to tell us all about it and gloat one last time before we went to sleep. We remember nothing. What fortress do you speak of?
The one your rescuers pulled you from.
A fortress?
We do not remember anything about the fortress.
How far from here is it? We were pretty close to Doongard when we slept.
You went across the realm to the other side entirely.
How long were we out for?
That long?
Couldn't say. Our men spent quite some time avoiding the undead, traveling, then avoiding the goblins, sneaking into there. But for them to bring you here, perhaps a week. It was pretty slow, trying to bring 4 unconscious, barely conscious through all of that. Luckily, they found a shortcut back.
You mentioned something about the Stidulus in the fortress. What was that about?
We have been able to determine that Magris is doing something in there to affect the undead as they come through the portal. We don't know what. We don't know if he's already done it or will do it. That's why we sent our friends there to find out what happened.
Wait, I'm just going to throw it all out on the table here, if you don't mind. Looking at myself, I seem to have my clothing, so nothing to lose, right? Do you know... Have you ever heard of a portal that the undead come through, and maybe a key that might be involved in controlling it?
Quite aware. Yes.
Okay, so when we met Odin along the road, specifically, she was very, well, her through Sarakanov through her, I don't know, was very. But we were very pressured to help find this key, or they were going to say they were going to find it anyway, with or without our help. They're certainly looking. I think we discovered that he who owns the key could control the portal, maybe even open others to other places.
You said they were going to find it with or without your help? Did they say how?
They did not want to tell. They said we wouldn't find it before them anyways.
All 3 of you roll presence.
You telling me here or?
No, just them. You can walk out while they're rolling if you want. Just stop right outside.
I rolled a 20.
Wait, do I
The commander looks at you, Patrick.
That one.
You know you're here.
Yes. No, I'm Patrick now.
Yes, Patrick, and motions behind you. Collect that one, please.
No, it appears since I can't sense anything, I stepped a little too close to the fire.
No, that's not what this roll is for. That's not what this roll is for. What did you get, ISO?
Commenting on how terrible the roll was, I guess. I got a 10.
Yeah, I got a net 1.
Okay. Only Jothier remembers. They told
I'm
you...
looking through notes right now.
Exactly.
It's just a lot of notes.
Exactly what they were going to do if you didn't help them. Jothier, you remember very specifically they said they were going to go get Lord Gannison's help.
Come with me. The commander wishes to see you.
Yeah, I just follow.
They told us exactly, really, that they were going to get Lord Gannison's help?
Yep.
Yeah, did they?
I see, like, we asked about Lord Gannison and stuff. It's like meddler, no allies but his own, much like Lord Gannison. That was the only Lord Gannison thing that was mentioned, but nothing. I had no note, at least. I have like a dialogue. I took like it's like reading a play script back and forth because we asked so many questions, and I don't have anything from that particular one. So maybe that's a nugget that just didn't come out.
Yeah, you very, very distinctly remember that with your 20, Jothier.
Did she just ask that? I got a little lost in that.
Yes. He, the knight across from you, he was asking you if Odin or Sarakanath mentioned how they were going to go about finding the key, with or without you.
They mentioned a few things. They mentioned getting some outside help, and they also said we should ask you a few questions.
He said you would do nothing with the key as well. He said to ask you about it. That's why I brought it up.
The commander and the knight look at each other. Then the commander asks, What did they say they were going to do? Ignoring your laughter, your jest.
Dang, that means it wasn't a joke. They're really not going to do it.
I believe they said they were going to close the portal.
To the realm of the dead, they said it goes.
Though I'm not really one to trust a demon to do the right thing.
They said demons and undead don't mix. And well, it was insinuated that they might open it to a place that may help Sarakanath later.
I have no doubt.
They did mention that they might reach out to Lord Gannison for help, and I know that Lord Gannison's forces and your own have had conflict in the past. When we came here, we certainly saw that firsthand.
Commander looks over at you, Jothier, and then to the knight next to her. That would explain why the undead are all this way now. In force. Then she turns back.
They're coming from a portal, yeah.
Well, they've largely cleared out of Rookwald now. They're all heading down this way.
I don't want to sound ungrateful. I greatly appreciate being rescued. But is that what you traveled across the realm for? Did you come to save us, or did you have ulterior purpose and we just happened to be there?
He shakes his head. We just happened to be there. We were on a different mission to find out what Magrus is doing to these undead outside. You just got lucky.
Commander, if I may, there was something we also wanted. Should we have showed up on our own terms? We did be meaning to ask you what the purpose of Doomguard is.
She looks at ISO a moment. Then she looks beyond you. To her left. And then back at ISO.
He looks over his shoulder to his right, I guess, wherever she was looking, see what it's over.
You just see a built, well, roll your presence. Anybody who's going to look where she looked, roll your presence.
I didn't pick up on the look.
15? Okay. Anybody else?
Wait a minute.
I'm rolling just because since I had a dresser, I'd be watching her movements. 14.
2.
Okay. ISO and Jothier, she's looking at that building within your line of sight over there. Right here. Oops, hold on. Right Right there.
Is that building familiar? Is that the one we had met with her in before?
No. The armory, if you're talking about, it's off the opposite direction.
Okay. So that's a new place we haven't been, right? Okay.
No, you may have walked by it or seen it from a distance, but you've never seen anybody go in it, near it, around it, anything like that.
Yeah, we would have not been in there, but we would have just seen that passage because that well is where we filled up our water skins before leaving, right?
Right.
So we haven't been past
yeah,
this
yeah.
plaza.
You're right. Okay, I know where I am now. Thanks for that.
So she looks over at the knight next to her. He gives a very small nod. And then she turns back to the group. Do you remember when you came here? When Rockwell's forces were swarming over the walls?
Yeah, I remember.
Well, you saved the world that day.
Huh?
Dungard is a prison. For one prisoner.
One prisoner. For all this.
Wait. Is this prisoner not completely of the living?
No one has seen the prisoner before. No one knows the prisoner's crimes. Or what the prisoner looks like.
Then how can you be sure that there's a prisoner here?
Because we have kept watch. And they have not escaped. And we know for a fact they have not escaped.
But you don't have to feed them or water them?
We have the simplest of instructions. And we follow the instructions as all of our ancestors have since the prisoner was brought here.
Who gave you those instructions?
They are passed down from commander to commander.
What are they? Just to watch?
I don't quite feel comfortable sharing them with you. You're outsiders. But they're very simple. They tell us how to keep the prisoner there. Never to open the door. And how to open the door if we absolutely have to.
Why do people want to rescue this prisoner?
The Stygulus likely want to rescue the prisoner. We don't know much more. One other important detail is the prisoner knows a lot about the history of our world. It isn't quite normal, such as you or I.
Do you think he knows something we should know?
nothing I can share with you about the prisoner. Other than
But that is the
prisoner may have many of the answers to these questions.
Does that mean we could speak with him?
She doesn't answer for a moment. She stands thinking, staring into the fire. No commander has ever spoken to the prisoner. Ever.
Well, we're not commanders.
And you will never speak to the prisoner.
Why are you telling us this?
The knight next to her speaks up. The Stigilis are marching this way, in large numbers. The demon is pushing the dead this way, in even larger numbers. We don't have a lot of options left, unless you have come across something that you haven't told us.
Well, we've told you of the key, and since both seems to be marching here, perhaps the prisoner is the key? I'm just guessing here.
No, the prisoner isn't the key. The commander speaks up. The prisoner is the end of existence. The prisoner escapes. We all cease to exist.
How were the Stigilis stopped 100 years past?
We don't know that either. Only the prisoner does.
Oh, well, the demon lied. It said you did.
Is the prisoner the one who stopped them?
She just shrugs. I'm not sure. Our prisoner has been here beyond myself, my mother, my grandmother, my whole family.
Did no one bother to write down what happened 100 years ago?
We only wrote down our instructions to keep the prisoner safe from everyone else. If the prisoner escapes, it would be the end of the world. What other records there may be, we don't have any. They've been destroyed over time.
Hmm? Going quiet.
Do you have something to add?
To be honest with you, I was not listening to what you just said. What did you say?
She asked if you had anything to add.
Not right now. I guess the others told you the whole story, so not really no.
If the Sigillus is sending undead forces this way, what are your intentions? Are you planning on fighting them from this fortification, or are you evacuating?
The demon sends the undead. The Sigillus come of their own accord. If one of you is marked, she tilts her staff towards Loxon. It's probably why they're coming here. And we can't abandon this place. If they rescue the prisoner, then that would bring about the end of the world. We have nowhere else to go.
Has there been any sign of Macris after we've been rescued?
The knight just shakes his head no. The commander just takes in a deep breath and... Well, I see we have no choice, then I must speak with the prisoner. He turns to the... Go ahead.
Wouldn't it be best if I went in there with you? I am the one that's touched, so we say.
No one sees the prisoner but me.
Seems if it's end of the world type options, this is the time. I guess we will await your return, Commander.
Now, before you depart, do you mind me asking what you need us for?
Well, we might need them. There's nowhere to go if everywhere around here is undead advancing.
Perhaps we will have need of you once I speak with the prisoner. Right now, all we have are questions.
If you don't mind, one more question. Ever since the first time we met you, I have been very curious about that staff you carry. It doesn't seem like a very wieldy weapon. Is that a symbol of this order? Is there significance to it?
It's passed down from commander to commander. It signifies the commander of Doomguard Keep. She turns to the soldier next to her. His captain. Begin the prayers. I'm going to speak with the prisoner. He nods and heads off.
ISO worries with his fingers, as if looking for something.
Now that
Looks
we...
Looks at the rock pile real quick and like kicks it a little bit, or kicks it around, toes it around, gets a couple small rocks out with his foot, and then kind of heat tests them a little bit, and if they're tangible, he'll pick up some of the sharper ones and just start rolling them around in his hand.
This will take at least a day. Keep resting. We may have need of you as this is all over with.
Well, in that case, then, anyone want to catch me up on what happened when I was knocked out again?
Well, remember, we were all passed out.
We were all knocked out. I just had some crazy dreams about Bone Drift Port. Hey, Neon, did you remember when we did that song?
I don't like thinking about it,
But
the dream kind of forces me to.
Captain,
did you dream about that day?
the commander comes back and interrupts real quick.
I did.
Soldier, stay with these. See to it if they need any food or water.
Aye.
They're in your charge for as long as they're here.
Also, did you take any possessions off of us?
Patrick can answer that. No.
No.
I am a bit famished. I could certainly eat something, have something to drink.
As well.
Look like
I've been sleeping for weeks. I've lost all my muscle mass. I used to be much bigger.
I will lead you to the banquet hall. Right?
Well, just bring him some food. Some rations. There's from your tent behind you there.
You weren't that much bigger in the dream.
Come on
I
into the
lied.
banquet hall, guys. Right
The,
in this tent.
yeah, the banquet hall is right over here, guys. There you go. There you are. Eat.
The box that she hands you says Iron Banquet.
Nyana, you
just add one.
roll presence, Nyana.
"19 plus 5 is 24.
You notice that the spear Patrick is using, or has on him there, is very familiar, dark-colored metal. Almost straight black.
I'm sorry, soldier, but may I ask what your spear is made of?"
Certainly. Side note, what is it?
I'll DM you.
Okay.
This here is a Stabber 65. 9 feet of shaft, 20 inches of hard black steel. Takedown helicopter.
Well, while we wait, are we all wondering where Patrick was the day we first came here? Was he one of the ones fighting us?
Oh, good question.
I sure was. So you asked me about my spear here. Duneguard blacksmiths make it specifically for us. It's effective against dark magic. And a special ingredient gives it the black color that it has.
Is this special ingredient a type of blood?
It's not something that I can discuss. It's a secret to Duneguard.
Outstanding.
Well, have any of you considered using it on, for instance, Macros?
We only go by what our commander tells us. If she decides to help you, then she will, and we'll use our weapons, but otherwise, you're on your own.
Does Doomguard use assassins?
Sorry?
Does Doomguard use assassins?
It does.
Thank you. I know enough.
I
It does
misspoke.
not.
I misspoke, yeah. It does not. We're our own force.
Do you think there would be anyone using the black steel to assassinate people?
I can't speak for everyone here, but I'd like to think that we're all loyal and that none of us would turn to something like that.
So as the commander emerges, she has an uncharacteristically disturbed look on her face. She's obviously very disturbed about everything that happened and just walks forward very slowly, staring at the ground, and just stops and looks up as she reaches the end of the soldiers. I have all the answers we're looking for, but I can't share any of them.
You look distressed.
She just nods. There's going to be a price to pay for everything I learned. But that's for another day. Well, I know how to remove your mark. The prisoner
How?
will remove your mark when the time comes. You turn on your light? Yeah, you did.
And how exactly is going to do that?
You're just going to have to trust me. We need to find out. We need to find out first where the key is. We need to find out where the demon is at on their search. I'll need you 4. I'll send one of my soldiers with you. We need to be able to see what the demon's doing, and I think we have a way. She looks over at the Red Knight. I believe you brought something with you that can help. He just nods. And then the knight turns to you. There's an abandoned village. Far to the north. And in it there is a statue of the demon. You'll have to go there, and I will give you something. If you hold it to the statue, you'll be able to see what the demon wants and where it's at. Then the commander adds, and we have to do it quickly.
Do you think we can make it if we're surrounded at this point, or is there an avenue of escape to the north?
Oh, that actually reminds me. Oh, give me one sec.
To the north is back to the Ruckwald Shrine, right? Or is it
Correct.
somewhere else?
It is somewhere else,
Okay.
but it's fine.
Oh, in that direction, though, right?
Yes. You hear some footsteps approaching from behind you. And you hear a voice speak. I can help with that. Or my mother can.
So you're Philippe.
How would you know that?
Who is this? Loxen?
Okay.
Locks in? How would you know this?
I thought up.
Okay.
And it wasn't that.
The commander addresses you, ISO. It's none of your concern.
Like, I think I knew it is, but
He can help us if he says he can help us.
you said your mother can, though?
The man just nods. Has a bit of a worried look on his face. I will head out from here with my aide, and we will speak to her now.
Your aide? Is she about this tall and carry a stick like this?
What kind of stick?
He describes the stick of the aide emissary from the town, I'll say, to the far west that we visited and couldn't get entrance to because their sigil is sitting outside.
She had a stick?
I thought.
My aide carries no stick.
Like staff.
No staff. I will see that it's done. The knight walks off without saying anything. The commander just takes a few steps around.
I bet it's that red woman. I bet it's how this night has gone this far. Do you remember the place, the Anjet, when we went to Anjet?
I do recall. The place where Old Man and Loxan got the mark.
I mean, it would make sense. Do you think that man back there with the crown on his head is the king of Anjet? Mother would be the... What's her face from Bone Drift?
Yeah,
Exeter.
Exeter. You think that will cause problems?
I mean, I guess technically we heard they had a good relationship maybe going. I don't know how much of that was talked up, but...
While you're talking, the commander and the mysterious man are talking quietly as well.
This is so exciting. I've never met a king.
As they're talking, can I try hear what these two are saying?
Go ahead and roll your presence.
Do you know what I mean, Nyan? It's like every time I've ever been in the company of royalty or anybody who had any kind of proper title, they're just so stuffy and boring and just full of themselves.
9. I got a 9. I don't know.
Nope, you can't.
Yes, I see what you mean. I myself have not dealt with royalty a whole lot.
That's why I like you. You're so down to earth. Oh, you wouldn't want to meet them at all. I don't think you'd fit in.
I don't think I do either.
I mean, they'd have you wearing pretty dresses and make your hair all done up. You'd probably be married off to some lord somewhere. Probably have 13 children by now or been executed and divorced.
13 children.
It really would be awful.
It'd be awful for your thighs. Certainly.
I think that's enough of that.
You hear the two behind you. Your thing's getting just the smallest bit heated, and then he finally just says very loudly, "Please." Then they both look over at the group of you and turn to face you. And the knight comes walking back about this time, too. Has a wooden box in his hand. Will the four of you go?
I will go if perhaps you all could arm us. Our possessions were taken. We did note that Doomguard has some pretty fancy weaponry against, well, what I would hope would be undead since you're here, defending against them and things. That might come in handy if we're going north.
We will provide you with weapons and enough provisions to make the trip there.
Do you by chance also provide some writing material?
She nods.
I'd like to document our journey.
Oh, good point. I can write some songs.
Patrick, when you hear Nyana mention writing material, you remember there was a man who asked you to give this woman a piece of paper he wrote when she woke up. And you kept it in your pocket, all sealed up for her.
Diana, I have
Yes.
something to give you.
It's even got her name on it. That's how you knew her name.
I turn and take the paper.
It's a poem, Diana. I'm sure you know what the poem says. So,
I'm pretty certain.
and maybe a few notes or details about what happened that may be relevant to your documentation.
Thank you, Sir Knight.
The Red Knight steps forward, holding up the box, and who will take this? You will need this to see what the demon is up to when you reach the idol. It's a small wooden box, looks pretty standard. It's about 10 inches long, 6 inches wide. Looks kind of old, nothing new. But has no special look to it. And he holds it up for someone to take.
Sorry.
Jothier holds out his hand to take it and says, I'll need a backpack for this.
Commander says, I'll see to it that you're supplied with whatever you need. The man bows his head. The mysterious man next to her bows his head and says, I'm going to go pay my mother a visit and see that the road is more clear than it is now for you. I wish you much luck. And then he heads off. You'll leave in the morning? She asks as a bit of a question on the end there.
We're well rested.
It will take some time for him to reach his mother and convince her. He says that we will know when it's time to leave.
We'll be ready as soon as he is.
Soldier, he beckons you over, Patrick. See to it that you get enough provisions for the trip. I'm going to send you with them and get them whatever weapons they ask for that we can accommodate.
Commander. Is there anything else you'd like to tell me before I'm off?
I will send a scroll with you with some special instructions, if they're required.
I will expect it.
She nods. This is Patrick. He will accompany you on this journey. He'll get you whatever
Hello,
weapons you
Patrick.
need.
Oh, excellent. Patrick, does that weaponry work as well on the undead as you said it works on evil practitioners of magic?
It works on dark magic.
So is that a yes?
We will have to see.
Wait. Oh, Commander, is this a new recruit? Has he never fought undead before? Does he not know?
We don't share our ways with outsiders.
Oh yes, but we're like insiders now, right? We're gonna go do this thing. We're all one team. We're fighting for the good guys, for once. I think.
You've yet to
Don't
complete a
mind him
task.
too much.
We'll see what it's like when you
Just-
come back.
Don't mind him too much. He just wants to write another song.
He looks nervous as if he's caught in a bind. Yeah, well, about that armory. Is it this one?
One more before you depart. One more thing I feel it is fair for you to know. If you find out where this key is, and you bring it back, I'm going to take possession of it. We're not going to use it to close the portal.
What? Then what exactly are you going to use it for?
I'm not explaining myself. He sounds a little bit agitated.
Well, the demon did say that Doomguard wouldn't do anything with the key. Maybe it knows something. Maybe there's more to this twisting up.
The knight next to her speaks up. You should never work with demons. You should never listen to demons.
Oh, right. Yeah. I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying it's like it foresaw this moment. It knew that this is how this was going to happen. So it must know what she now knows from talking to the prisoner, is my guess. So it knew she would say this. I just hope it's for a good reason. Because closing the portal sounds like a pretty good use, but I don't know everything.
She nods but doesn't really betray any sort of an answer in her face. Just a simple acknowledgement that she heard you. And then waves her staff for you to go with Patrick to get geared up and ready to roll out. Or ride out, I guess. The commander was very right when she said that you would know when the mysterious stranger had accomplished his task. Not quite a full day later, there was just an explosion of fire on the ground, and you've been following this path of fire. You didn't even need a map. It just brought you right to this village. So you've had to fight a few undead along the way, here and there, but a lot of them were just laying on the ground, fully dead. Just burns and fire smoldering. And you can see the dead around you here as well, but the path through the village definitely looks a lot lighter. The snow is just sort of picked up a little bit, and you can see it falling, covering your own tracks. And now you have this village to look for the demon idol. Guys?
Yes to it.
Oh, Sally forward.
Or dude guard. Do you want us to stop? They're like here.
Yeah, they're here. What are you going to do? You've encountered them. They're kind of light through the city, but they're still here.
You ride around them, or?
You want to ride around? Look, our job is to kill them. No?
No, our job was to get to the statue.
This is a great in-character conversation. Let's do this. Go ahead, Patrick. You're doing great.
Onward. All right. I guess I'll attack him. This guy.
The guy. Wait. Again? Which one? Okay. Oh, right. I thought that was you off to the right. Okay. Go ahead and roll. We'll say you're gonna roll strength here. Also, remember that you don't know where this idol is.
Yeah, I was gonna maybe circuit, is what I was thinking, to see if you could see it inside.
That's what I'm looking for. I even spelled Patrick the wrong way. The Swedish way. Oops.
Yeah, you spelled it
How
that
is
way.
that? No, you spelled it correct. What are you talking about?
Okay, well, it's your character.
Yeah.
You get to decide. I just... He's ruined me. I can't spell Patrick any other way, apparently.
I spelled mine with a C. Okay, but you know.
Right. Well, he spells Swedish with a C, so
He's
different. Yes, very different. He put the C somewhere else. All right. So go ahead and roll your damage for your spear. Let me see what it is, and then you're going to add +1 because you'll be on the horse. I actually don't think they have a spear. Sling, staff, sword, warhammer, whip. Nope. They have no spear?
Can I just use my kniff?
Your what? No, you can use your spear. We'll just have to... We'll just say it's a 6d6.
Would
60,
spears
20.
come under staves?
No, because they're going to be more pointy. Oh, wait. Well, no. No, I wouldn't think so. I see staff.
Do they have polearm?
No.
Wait, what the fuck?
They have battle axe, bow, club, crossbow, flail, femur, hand axe, knife, mace. Yeah, we're just going to do d6. It's fine.
So there's a spell or whatever. I know. Isn't there a spell that summons a spear or something, like a black lance? That does a d8.
It does? Okay, then we'll do d8 for spear then.
Maybe it's something like that. Yeah.
6d20. No, 1d8. 1d8. Noodle.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. I am positive.
It's not d20. 1d8.
No, it's not 6d20. No, not 6d20.
Okay.
I know it's been a while since you played, but it ain't been that long.
Look, I was reaching. Okay.
All right. Oh, wow. All right, so you got an 8. All right, right up to him. Or do you add 1 because you're on your horse?
Nice.
You are a mounted warrior. This is your thing.
Okay, I'm running up.
And you just kill him in one hit. You just absolutely wipe him out.
Yes. So guys, that worked out fine.
All right. What's everybody else doing?
Since Spots the second is even faster than its predecessor Spots the first, I just like to run past on my horse.
Okay. Make I'm gonna guess presence would be your riding roll, unless you're gonna make an argument for something else. Can't really think. Maybe agility. Maybe.
Yeah, I guess agility. Well, I mean, presence is the better stat for me.
Okay, then presence, I guess. Horse riding seems good enough. Go ahead.
Okay, 16.
All right, yeah, go ahead. You easily dodge, weave through the tangle of undead here. You can go a little bit further. You can go about twice that far. There you go. A little bit more. That's good. All right. What else? Loxon, Jothier, ISO?
Well, I'm not doing this again. I'm gonna try to find a way around the damn zombies.
So you'll notice that if you try to go around the city, it gets much thicker. The zombies are much more concentrated. There's a lot more of them, and then it's going to be way harder for you to ride through them on the outskirts. The path of fire goes directly into the village, and that's where the least amount of them are.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to go through the zombies then. Yeah, just go straight then, where towards Nana is.
All right, roll presence or agility if you want. Where are you at? I see you here. Okay.
20.
Nice. All right, you can ride up to where Nyan is if you'd like. Again, easily bobbing and weaving through these guys. They're not very concentrated in the village here, so you're having a very easy time of it. Jothier?
Jothir's going to stick with Nyana. It's the last time they encountered a situation like this. She's the one who saved his butt.
Okay. Rolled. Ride and roll.
Without bonuses, I got 19.
Oh, then you are good to go then. ISO, what are you doing?
He's gonna head.
Gonna head where?
The other side of this house, like where he's at. Let me show you. This way.
Okay. All right. So, like I was telling Loxon, the outskirts of the city are a lot thicker with the undead.
Yeah, that's why I'm not riding around it. I said, oh, I think I'll ride around it. And then I heard what you said, and I figured, okay, well then he sees a bunch of them over there and goes, well, I guess I'm going in. So then he cuts left and then rides on. That's why he's on the other side.
I see. You're by the house. Okay. I got you now. All right.
So I kind of lined up with them. I figured I'd ride up about the same.
Yeah, as long as you keep close.
Really
as long as you guys keep close to the fire, it'll be light. It'll be easier. If you go beyond the fire, again, I didn't place every model on the map, but yeah, go ahead and roll. You're good. You're by the house with the fire. But you don't have a torch.
Okay.
Do you not have any torch either, or?
There was a burning house. I figured it was giving off light, so that's why I was sticking to the torch.
I actually added light to the fire. I think it's working. Yeah.
I mean, I see. Like, so, and they have torches. I just swing back in. I was gonna light one if I went around and there was not a ton of zombies. I didn't understand that they were like virtual representation. There's narratively tons of them everywhere. I missed that when we came here.
Yeah. I probably
So I thought this was like, okay, ride and weave your way in. So I was doing that, but
yeah. Well, that's what you're doing now. Yeah, just roll for that.
Yeah. So you said a presence roll or an agility roll?
Either one, whatever you want to make an argument for, I'll entertain it. It's fine.
He will be fancy with his rein work and kick the horse just so he could jump this rock and get over the side. And so he'll go with some precision movement and stuff with the horse and to go for agility.
All right. Oh wow.
I got a 22.
Looks like you're good. All right. The undead sort of stir and turn to face you. They're not quite moving towards you yet, but you definitely have their attention, so all of the dead in the area turn to face you there. You can move up. Are you over the rock? You can move up past the rock if you want. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
He's like spitting out the tree branches. Sorry, it's a joke because the model's like sitting right in a tree.
You're good. I knew what you meant. I'm busy turning undead. Okay. So now you realize as you're riding, you have their undivided attention now. All right.
Jothier looks around, noticing the various forms just shambling along. She kind of leans into the group and tries to whisper so as not to gain more attention. We could easily get surrounded as we're looking for this. We don't know where it is. Maybe we should start clearing them out. We work together one by one on them. We could easily kill a few.
Which side do you think we should go on? Left or right? The path seems to be splitting here.
The fire, as you can tell, pertinent to your conversation, leads off to the left. The right of the village you can see. Actually, make a observation test, everybody. Perception, whatever you want to call it. You can still see the fire, but let's see what else you see.
Yeah, it's no chance.
If I did all my modifiers correct, I should have 14.
Okay. Patrick?
I'm not too far.
No, this is just a general observation, just for the village.
For later, as we move through it, and he has to make roll.
Right.
All right, what am I rolling?
Presence.
Why does it keep doing that?
I think you're not pressing it correctly, or I don't have your stats set up. Roll, just pick 1D, or not 1D.
No, I have it.
It did it there.
Okay. 8, okay. So you don't. So Nyana, Jothier, and ISO, right? 20, no, 12.
I
yeah,
got
you hit 12. 12 is the number.
Woohoo!
All right. So you notice this village, other than the undead occupants, you don't notice any people here. It doesn't look like the undead came and attacked. I mean, there's no signs of fighting. In fact, the only signs of damage are these fires that you see now. Trees look, again, normal. No signs of fighting other than the scorch marks from the fire. The fire goes to the edge of the village and then it stops. You can see, you've been following this giant fire trail all the way from shortly outside of Doongard. And just, you can always see it, just like a never-ending light at the end of the tunnel, proverbially, as you've been traveling along. But here you see it ends at the back of the village. Off to the right, there's some black, as in, it's dark and there's no fires to the right. But, yeah. It has a horrific smell here, though. Unusual. And you've had a certain amount of nasty, decaying flesh smell all along the path, and then burning, decaying flesh, too. But when you get here, it smells just absolutely worse. You're kind of on that border of whether you just want to absolutely vomit right now. It's that intolerable. The smell is just horrific and terrible.
A bit like December.
A bit like what? December? Yes, pretty
Excuse
much.
me.
Worse than that. Worse than that dirty old man.
That just smelled like boiled goose.
Oh God! All right, Patrick, what are you doing back here? You've slaughtered your undead victim. What's next for you? The other group doesn't seem as interested as you are in murdering every single undead that you have to. They just don't seem to appreciate that slaughtering undead is your life's purpose.
They really don't.
They don't. They might not know it either.
Well, I never really specified.
It's true. You didn't
Alright,
you didn't have to tell them. It's your go to do whatever you want. It's just I'm not trying to keep it in a I would rather do this sort of like flexible combat / role play. So yeah, let's just keep it like that. Unless we absolutely have to bust out the round.
Can I attack some more?
Yes, you can.
Since I am a bloodthirsty undead killer?
Correct, you are. You are an undead murder machine. That's what you are.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be unmurder? How do you even say it?
Doesn't matter. It's undead.
Alright,
Kill it.
I'm going to go up to this guy.
Alright. Well, hang back. We don't know if you make it there yet. Because if you fumble, you ain't going nowhere.
Just kidding. I'm gonna stay back here and see if I make it.
Alright, make another agility. Is that
I
what you
thought we
rolled
were
last
doing
time?
strength. We did strength last
Strength is
time.
fine. That's fine.
Because
you're attacking.
Okay,
No,
yeah,
I
strength.
forgot you're attacking. They were just riding. You're actually attacking. So yeah. Oh, nice. All right. Now, actually, I forgot. You're gonna roll +2 because I forgot you have everybody should have +1 generally for their weapons against undead. But you're gonna get 2 because you're on your horse. I forgot about you. So yeah, go ahead and roll your damage, and then add 2. So D8.
Are you sure it's not 8d20?
Let me check. No, it's not. All right.
Damn it. 4.
All right. So you, you literally take like half his body. You rip off an arm, gets stuck in your... Well, not even stuck. Your spear just goes through his shoulder and just rips off his arm with the shield.
Die, you fiend. You're a disgrace to Dune Guardians.
Dune Guardians. Defenders.
Dune Guardians.
All right. I don't remember who was next. I think it was Nyana.
Yes.
Okay. You can hear chunks of undead flesh flying around behind you. What's your plan?
I want to cut off through the woods on the left.
Okay. Roll away. I'm assuming you're still avoiding, basically?
Yes.
More or less? Okay. All right. Roll.
Avoiding the road because I feel like there's more there.
Okay. Woo! Diana's on fire. Almost literally.
That's not good.
I know, right? Wait till the combat starts. You can go a little bit further. Especially with that roll. That was crazy. That was almost a natural 20. Yeah, that's good. Okay. You, again, easily weave around the few undead here in the middle of the city. Village. Loxon or Jothier? I don't know who was next.
Me. I'm gonna just follow Liana.
Okay. Do you have a torch you want to take out, or you guys are gonna? It's gonna be increasingly difficult if you're in the dark. All right. Go ahead. Roll. Let's see what you got.
Nothing.
You fall off your horse.
I do what now?
Yep, you fall
And
off your
zero.
horse. You fall off your horse and take D4 damage. I believe that's how crit fails work. Let me double check. But you definitely
Yeah,
dismount
that's
from your
pretty terrible.
horse. Let me make sure. Yeah, fumble. What do they call it? Yeah, it just says your damage is you take damage. So yeah, we'll say D4. So go ahead and roll a D4. Ooh. All right, you take 4 damage. And your horse follows Nyana though. So. See? Should have had your torch out already instead of trying to ride and fumble with it.
God.
You grab the torch instead of the horse reins, you know?
Hey, horse! You left me behind!
Alright, Jothier. What are you doing? Oop,
I
let's go.
see what happens to Loxon. Pull out my torch. And with my other hand, I hold it out to Loxon. Well, I guess I have my sword in hand. But I just kind of motion to Loxon to hop on the back of my horse so we can keep going.
Okay. We'll make a strength check. See if you can help Loxon up on your horse.
$16.
Oh, that means yes. Okay. So, all right. Loxon's going to be jumping on your horse, assuming he,
I can.
Well, assuming you agree. He's saying he'll help you. Hey, can you hit the torch color for your torch, ISO?
What about it?
You,
You want me to switch it to the torch? It's not on by default with this model? Oh, okay.
Nah, it's just white light. And then actually it's your turn, ISO.
There you go.
You hear a fumble, somebody falls in the snow, rolls a little bit. You might even hear a nasty crack. Might have broke a bone or something, twist something. It's a pretty bad fall, but you see him stand up, and Jothier helps him on the back of the horse. You're right about your guy in the woods here.
Yeah, he's eating sticks.
Yeah, he is.
Where I put him. You're like, that just happened to be in front of that rock, which is funny. Well, Iso's going to try not to leave Nyana stranded after he sees that Loxanne is being held by Jothair. That's what he would have done too. So otherwise, he's going to try to ride towards Nyana. I think he can probably avoid that one on the right that's in front of him, but he's going to have to hook a little bit back right to get towards Nyana, and then he'll probably have to encounter this.
Okay.
You see how I'm pointing? Maybe like here.
Yep.
He'll probably have to cut the corner kind of close to that guy, so he'll probably try swinging his sword on the way by just to
Okay. Then
try to knock it down or away or something.
Well, just make an attack roll then. You don't have to do anything fancy since you're going to go attack him. And if you hit, you're going to add +1 to your... Well, actually, you can add +1 to your attack too, say. Since you're attacking an undead with that weapon. And then +1 to your damage.
And then from horseback too, or...
No. Well, just a +1? How much horseback training fighting did you have previously?
I was kind of like his training partner.
Okay.
So
then
the other guy
yes.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know if you were just like on foot or if you did the whole horse thing too, but yeah, if you have horseback,
no, we did horse rides too. Yeah.
Then you're good. Then yes.
Okay. So you said an attack, like is just a strength based?
Yes.
Right? For the swords?
Yes. Ooh. Doesn't look like you had much training, actually.
It's been a while.
Yeah, a little rusty.
Do you want me to stop him here? I was trying to move up to Nyana, but
yeah, just stop
space,
there.
But he probably gets hung up, right? I probably hit this tree. I didn't see. Actually,
your
a tree right
your
there.
sword hits the tree. You don't gauge the distance well.
Maybe I attacked the tree thinking it's undead because the light's shitty. Oh no, that's a tree.
Yes, you thought it was another undead, but it was actually a tree, a tree stump.
That's actually pretty funny. That would stop a horse.
All right, Loxan. While you're getting on the horse, one of the undead comes up to you and takes a swing. All right, see if you can dodge it, making an agility roll. Ooh. All right. You're gonna take D6. Wait, D6 or D4? Hang on. What does this guy have? A mace, right? Yeah, it's D6. Just roll a D6, Loxan.
Oh, I will do that.
Do what?
I thought you were going to do that.
No, that's you.
I know, but I thought you were going to want it.
That's the beauty of this system. You get to roll. You're always... Wow!
Oh, you kidding me?
You're great at maxing out these rolls, just not to your benefit, unfortunately.
For some reason, according to my health, I'm dead.
Did you add your health from last time?
Pretty sure I did.
Well, I don't see how you could have and still be dead. That's only 10 damage. What's your toughness?
When we started, the tokens were very old. The ones that got pulled in originally, Baltimore, so you had to have updated it from our previous adventures, like got it up to date.
Are you using... Okay, you should be using your character sheet and not this. What does your health on your character sheet say? Because this...
12.
It says what?
12.
Okay, then you're not dead. So see, that's what I said. Use your character sheet and not this. So you should be at 4 still, right? Or no, 2.
Yeah. What?
No, 2. Yeah. You've taken 10. So yeah, you're at 2. I did not update this. That's why I was saying use your character sheet instead.
Oh, right.
From last time. So you're hanging by a thread. You get a nasty smack from the mace. Let's see. And Iso, you're kind of close too. He's going to take a swipe at you as well. See if you can evade.
That's a...
Yeah. Agility. Yep. Oh, yes you do.
Oh, take off 2. It's adding the 2 bonus for being on horseback, as if I attacked. I think,
well,
2.
I think 21 still counts. Nyana, you find yourself alone up here, and all of the undead turning to look at you. They're just now noticing you, though. They're not moving towards you just yet. One's going to actually move a little closer from behind. I think I turned that one towards you earlier. All right, and you, Patrick, go ahead and see if you can evade as well. The remaining sword arm takes a swing at you, even though its shield and shield arm is laying at its feet. So roll agility. Ooh, you're good. You are literally riding circles around him.
Or maybe...
Well, actually, you got a natural 20.
Oh.
I don't think that does anything for... Oh, actually, no. I think for defense, you get a free attack. 1 sec. Let me confirm.
Oh, yeah? I could kill him now?
I think so. Let me double check. So your +2 is only when you're attacking from horseback and undead. Not necessarily dodging. Just FYI.
Oh. Well...
You can leave it like
that
that. Just remember when you are interpreting the rolls. That's all. That's fine.
That's just what I clicked on.
Yeah, you gain a free attack. So, swing away. Strength. Oh, the +2 is your stat, I bet.
Yeah.
You're right. You're still a natural 20. So yeah, you get a free attack. 1d20 plus 1 and be 7, 8, 9. Okay. Well, your counterattack fails. But it was a good try though.
I was reaching.
But you're also in the dark here. So actually your turn again, but you see the light getting ahead of you and it's more difficult to see in the dark for riding and attacking.
Okay.
So you may want to consider moving closer to the group.
After I kill this guy?
Okay. Yeah, chat says you rolled a natural 20 because of your beauty.
Alright.
Yes, that's a hit. Now roll your damage. Wow. You just hear just a crunch. Your spear just goes right through his head as you remove it. All right. Let's hold tight right there. Nyana? You hear some fighting going on behind you, some struggling.
I'm sorry, that was an accident how I changed this.
How do you what? Uh-oh, reset the size. Look at your size button for your horse and then hit the little reset button. It's not a big deal. So, yeah, you hear the undead start to stir and look towards you and begin to shamble towards you.
Alright, well I want to rein in my horse a little bit and holster my dagger.
Holster your dagger? Okay.
Then I'd like to use magic.
Oh, okay. Alright, let's see that presence roll, and what are you casting?
I'm casting Palms Open the Southern Gate.
And what does that one do?
I hit D2 creatures with fireballs.
Okay.
If successful, for D8 damage.
Okay. Which ones are you firing at?
The one on the left, that one,
Okay.
and the one on the right.
Okay.
Not the one behind me, but the one in front
I see
of
it. I see. All right. The two closest in front of you. Got it. All right. Let's see that presence check. Don't fail. Woo! Just barely.
Right, I'll first roll the D2
What is the D2 for?
to determine how many I hit.
Oh, okay.
Hit both of them.
Nice. Now D8 damage.
Three damage each.
All right, you hit each one. They catch on fire, and it starts burning. They don't really have much of a reaction because they're already dead, but they're definitely looking at you now. You have their undivided attention. All right, Loxon, you're on the back of Jothir's horse. Well, do you want to let Jothir go first?
Actually,
or do you
no,
or do you want to do something? Okay.
I'm with first. I'm gonna shoot that out someone in the head.
The one who took a swipe at you?
Yeah.
All right. You're gonna be on the back of a horse with a with a ranged weapon, so I'm gonna give you a -1 for that. Just FYI.
Is it agility?
And also, you're gonna have to put your torch out.
What?
Yes.
Unless you're
How are
shooting
you? How are
torches
you
at
gonna
them.
load your? How are you gonna load your crossbow with one hand?
So is it agility or
Yes.
That's what teeth are for. Arr.
Jothir could light his
11.
torch, so wouldn't he get the benefit of that light?
You have a torch out? Okay. Well, just leave your torch out then, Loxon. I didn't know that.
in that case, 12.
Yes. Well, you're still an 11, actually.
You can just turn the torchlight
Oh
on
no,
the horse,
because
I
you
think it'll
you
light.
have the weapon. That's right. So you're at +1. You're attacking the undead. So you're good, just barely. All right. Now roll. I believe your D8 damage with that. Correct. Now it's time to roll an 8.
Well, you're the game master, not me.
Yeah, it's a D8.
+1 for the weapon damage.
Oh,
Right. Correct.
6.
So 7.
So it should be a 7. Yeah. Did you add your strength on that too, Loxan? For the damage?
Oh, I didn't know.
No, that's a ranged
What
weapon.
is it?
He wouldn't add his strength for that.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're shooting. My bad. I thought you were swinging it.
No.
Like I forgot you said crossbow. Yeah.
Yeah, you hit it, and it just is a good hit. It just staggers back a little bit, just still staring at you. All right, Jothir, you hear a bolt fly out from behind you. Loxin's bleeding on you now too, as well. You can feel warm liquid from behind you.
That did not sound good.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking of the Dumb and Dumber thing. What are you doing, Jothir?
Okay, so Loxon is securely on the back of this horse, correct?
Ish, as far as you know. You just know he's
Alright, but I
bleeding
mean-
on you.
I know he's on.
Yes.
All right, I kind of not too hard, but just give it a little kick into the side of my horse to really get them moving and try to dart straight for ISO.
Okay. Is your sword out?
Yeah, I was thinking that when I helped him up, I kind of held out my arm so he could grab onto it.
Okay. Well, the reason I'm asking is you're going to have at least one hand free to ride that horse. Because you have a torch in one hand and a sword in the other hand, and you gotta still ride the horse. So you're gonna have to put something up, or not move the horse. You want to put your sword away or your torch?
Put the torch away because Iso's close enough that I can see his torch light.
But he pulled it out over there, I guess.
All right, kill your light, Loxon. All right, so go ahead and make a riding roll.
Agility.
Yes.
Nine.
Ooh, do you have any of the omens?
I do have to reroll omen.
Do you want to use it, or are you good? Because that one is a failure.
Yeah, I'll reuse it just to get away.
Okay. You can use your omen to reroll a dice roll.
And I should be adding in my
Actually, you
my
got a
reduction.
9, you said? You got a 9?
Yes.
Is that okay? So you can actually use the omen to lower your test DR by 4, which would make it 8. So if you rolled a 9, you would succeed. You can do that to guaranteed getaway instead of having to roll again and risk rolling lower.
Well, I already rolled again, and I rolled higher.
Well, it was an option I gave to you. That's fine.
Okay.
Either way, you escape. Just something to remember for everybody in the future.
But no, I just wanted to ask, like, for these types of escapes, because I do have just that natural ability for agility tests that the difficulty is reduced by 2. So I am adding that 2 into it, correct?
No, not on horseback.
Okay.
But it's fine for now. We're going to continue.
Okay. Well, I mean, I rolled.
You're good.
I rolled a base 15 for the reroll with the
Yeah,
omen.
that's fine. I'm not worried about it. So, all right, move up to where ISO is, and you move up there with him, Loxon. And also, Loxon, put out your torch.
Do it now.
Put out your torch. There you go. And then follow him when he moves up. Oh, he can't. It's me. Forgot. All right, ISO. I believe we're back to you.
I'm going to try to do the same thing this time, not hit a tree. Maybe he'll turn his horse a bit.
Okay. Swing away. It's that tree. You just keep taking a chunk out of that tree. Good news is the tree's almost gone. You've almost chopped it in half. All right. Bad news is the still fully alive undead's just going to turn and swing at you again. And Jother, you as well. So you guys make some agility rolls.
I'm just going to remove this +2 for this time for the defense, so it worked.
That's fine.
I rolled 19.
You are safe. He just sort of flails about.
A 10.
10?
Yeah, only a 10 total.
Okay. D6 for the mace. Nyana, you get flanked by the unundead from behind, and he tries to... Oh, wow. That actually worked? That looked kind of cool. Looks like he's actually grabbing you. That's cool. Do you see that?
Yeah, the zombie animation.
Yeah, but it looks like he's actually grabbing the horse.
Pulling her down.
Yeah.
I rolled a 6. I think you were asking me to roll, right, when you said D6?
Yes. Yeah, so you take
okay,
6
so
from the...
I'm going to take off 6.
What was the defense roll?
agility.
Oh.
Nope.
7 total.
7 total? Ugh. All right. Actually looks lucky for you. This one actually doesn't appear to have any any weapons. So D4? No, 2.
You're lucky. It only bites deep into your flesh with its face.
Yes. Hey, maybe it's not
I rolled
lucky.
1.
All right, you take 1 damage. Yeah, knife is D4, so yeah, D2 for... All right, Patrick, you have a couple more moving towards you.
What is I?
They're going to take a swing at you, so see if you can evade.
Okay. Wait, so do I do the +2 or no? Just D20?
Just normal agility check.
Well, is that that's just a D20?
Yeah. Yep. You are easily able to evade his mace swings. I think that's everybody, right? Bionic rolled. Yeah, okay. Alright, so we're back with you. Now, you see they're starting to close in on you back here, Patrick, and you're getting pretty far away from the group. What do you want to do?
Well, I want to brush past them and then fight them from a little bit further away and closer to my crew.
Okay. Do you want to attack one that's closer to them, or...?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it looks like there's one right here. This is probably the closest. Yep, that's going to be the closest. Yeah. That's going to attack your friend.
Alright, but so. I need to roll, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I wondered where you were. You're right here. Better hope you make it. Well, you're probably just going to want to ride up here before you attack. So just a riding roll. We'll do agility.
Wait, is that the +2 or just...
No,
shit?
Just... Alright, do you want to use one of your omens to re-roll?
Yes.
Alright. Oh, actually, roll a D2 real quick. See how many omens you have, 1 or 2. Just in case you get 2. Two. Okay, so you have 1 left. Alright. So you can use your omen to re-roll.
Damn it.
All right. Move back, I guess. We'll say you get right about here.
Alright, then can I attack this guy?
No, you failed your roll, so you can't do anything else. You're stuck with that undead back there. He grabbed your horse or something, held you up. All right. Diana, what's the plan?
Well, I have a plan. I just want to know one thing.
Okay.
I have this spell called Metsuwaddle, Blind Your Eye. And that can turn a creature invisible. And I was wondering if I can cast it on myself.
Yes, you could.
Alright, well first, in that case, I want to try and disengage.
Okay.
Yes, per my rush forward.
Alright, just make another riding check. Do you want to use any of your omens? You can actually reduce the difficulty by 4, and you would auto-succeed.
Yes, I'd like to do that.
Okay. Then you can move up, not quite as far, maybe up to that burning tree. You can't get quite as far because you're spending some of your effort disengaging.
Well, I also didn't intend to go there.
Okay, well, you don't have to then. How far do you want to go? Sorry. Where do you want to go to?
Well, like here, just out of range.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, don't forget they're going to get a chance to go before you do. You make it to that tree, you'll be still out of their range, out of their shamble range. This guy you might have to worry about, but you can
Is there any
go
benefit to me doing
maybe
a
like
shorter,
right here.
like
Whoops.
give me an extra action?
Here, right here. You can go to about right there, maybe. You're trying to stay out of everybody's range.
Yeah, well, that's what I want, but I was also considering that if I move a shorter distance, maybe I have time for something else in my turn.
No, these are just one action. Well, if you want to do like a small action, like what is it, a small action or something you would have to like roll for?
It would be dismounting and doing the spell.
Oh no, that would be a different turn. You can dismount.
Then I'm just moving here.
Okay. All right.
And dismounting there.
Okay. All right, Loxon. You're on the horse. You got an undead close. You're badly wounded. Jothier, Loxon's frozen on the back of your horse. What are you doing?
I'm gonna try to get my horse to bolt up to where the other horse is before it gets spooked and rides away.
Okay, so you're gonna specifically try to disengage then?
Yes, just roll agility.
Yes.
18.
Oh, you're good to go. All right. Roll on up there, just behind that other horse.
Can I do a small action at that horse too?
What's the small action?
I want to dismount from my horse so that Jothier can slide into the saddle and just tell him, don't try to dismount. You may have a concussion, and quickly hop onto the other horse.
No, you're gonna have to. That's gonna be a bit much. You can dismount, but trying to jump back up, it's gonna be a bit much for your turn.
Can I at least, when I dismount, grab his reins?
Sure. Well, his reins are in the front and you're in the back, so I actually know.
Or, well, if I'm in the back, kind of like grab the saddle, maybe.
Okay. Which side of the horse do you want to be on?
On the horse's right side.
All right.
And yes, I am claiming the horse that I wanted.
Okay. ISO?
Yeah, man.
ISO?
Yeah, sorry, I was tuning up these modifiers. He'll whiff again. He's having flashbacks to watching Gerhard fight.
Loxin, Jothier just slid off the horse, giving you that horse, so you stay on there. Oh, so what are you doing? You have the horse to yourself now. You see 3 undead in front of you. You have the 2 of them actually look like they're partially on fire. This one and this one. Both look like they have small fires lit on them, just burning.
In that case, then I'll aim and shoot for the one on the left.
Okay. Fire away. And as long as you hold your horse still, you won't have any penalty.
The 18.
18 will do it. Damage?
4.
5.
5.
And it just collapses, flies back when you hit it with the bolt. And just stays in the snow and doesn't move. Alright, Jothier. It's gonna shamble up to you and take a swing. Try and bite at you. Let's go ahead and roll.
I rolled 20.
You easily evade.
Do I get a
ISO?
counterattack?
Oh, you got a natural 20? Or 20
Yeah.
total? Oh, okay.
So
Well,
I
you
got a
get,
natural
there's a
20.
difference. Yeah, no, if you got a natural 20, yeah, you get a counterattack.
I guess I'm just rolling agility again? Or...
If you're attacking with your sword, it's strength.
with my modifier, it's a 19.
Oh, yeah. That's a hit. Damage?
I rolled a 3, so that's a 4 with the for undead.
Correct.
Okay.
All right. You hit it real good. You hit it real good. You hit it pretty nasty. Pretty nasty attack. Good work. Let's see. All right, so
Hey,
did you...
Constant.
Yep.
Hey, when I took my turn and I hit that dude, I was going to ask if I could just ride away anyway after the fact. So, I mean, even if that undead got a free attempt at me, just so I could keep up with everybody.
Okay.
But I think
yeah,
Loxon got back on the mic, so you jumped over.
That's fine. Go ahead. Roll for his, see if you avoid his free strike.
Just a dodge or whatever, same.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like it avoids.
Yo, yeah,
No, minus
you're
the
good.
2 again, of course, so still
You're
it'd be
fine.
like a 20.
You're good. You're good.
Trying to guard Loxan a bit, since he's got, like, probably bleeding from the side or something. Trying to figure out where I am here. My windows are in the way.
You can just follow the blood trail.
I
All
guess
right,
that would be a good spot. It looks like I'm blocking him off there.
Patrick, you're here, and this time you're going to have to evade 2 attacks. You want to roll 2 times or just once?
2 times.
All right. So first attack is going to be the unarmed undead.
So, agility?
Yep. You don't have any bonuses for agility?
I have +2.
All
But
Alright,
I'm confused. I'm
it didn't
confused
show
on...
up.
Yeah,
Did you
no,
roll
because
agility?
I rolled regular. Because you're confusing me now.
Okay. What?
Earlier I was doing agility on... I don't know, is that...
No, I was wrong earlier. You were good. I thought you had added the 2. I'm used to ISO. He was adding. He knows how to add. I thought you had done the
Oh,
same thing.
okay.
No, you're good. So you're at 12. Then you're fine. Go ahead. Roll your second attack. The one evading the mace now, swinging at you. Just roll agility. You're good. Do you want to re-roll with your last omen?
Sure.
All right. All right, you're going to take a D6 damage from the mace. All right, so you just take 3. And actually, we're back to you now. So what do you want to do?
Well, shit.
You can try to disengage. Or you
well,
can
I
risk
still
the
wanna-
free strike and charge the undead up killing the party up. Well, attacking the party up there. Almost killed Luxon, but...
I'll try that, yeah.
Which one? Risking the free strike or trying to disengage?
Risking the free strike, yeah.
Okay, so you're going to attack this one here, right in front of you, I guess, by the tree?
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your agility. See if you dodge this free strike here. Agility is going to be your favorite stat when this is all over with. Woo! All right, yeah. F that free strike. Okay.
Yeah.
Now make a strength roll to attack this guy, and then move your horse up to him. Well, make the strength roll first, and then we'll see if you move your horse up to him. Yeah, you do. You're good to go. And then move your horse up here and roll damage. Right here. There you go. Or over on this side. I don't know which side you want to go on. This side's got the light, so. Okay. Damage D8. Alright, 6 damage. Does he have any damage on him yet? Alright, landed a great hit from behind. He wasn't even expecting that. Clearly. He's still walking, but you can hear enough bones crunch to know that you did good. Alright, Nyana.
Alright, now I want to try and turn myself invisible.
Okay, cast your spell. Or don't.
Nope.
Wasn't a fumble, though. So
No,
you're...
but still, the magic rules in this are harsh.
Yeah, but I don't think anything happens unless you fumble, right?
Nope.
Caster who rolls the same result twice. Yeah, you didn't do it twice.
A failure means the power doesn't work and the caster takes D2 HP damage, becomes dizzy for an hour and cannot use powers during that time.
Yikes. Okay. So.
Yeah,
D2.
I hate that rule. I think it's a bad rule.
Oh, at least she took minimum damage. All right. Loxin. All right.
Did I have a
Jothier?
name?
Huh?
Did I have a name?
Yeah. Are you here?
Okay. Yeah, I'm here.
What are you doing?
So since Jothier seems to be preoccupied with the zombie in front of him, I'm gonna shoot this one here, basically.
Okay. Fire.
Not
Nope.
close.
No. But you got a 1. So that's a fumble.
Ah, but I got an omen, boy. I'm gonna use my reroll.
You already did.
What?
Thought you already used your omen.
No, that was Jothier.
That was me.
Oh. How many omens do you have for today?
If I don't,
Well, how many do you have from last time? It's fine.
1
1 or 2. It's either 1 or 2,
Yeah.
I assume.
I
Okay. Then which omen do you want to use?
reroll.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you'd have to use that one, huh? Actually, no. You can use it to neutralize a crit or fumble.
You say this after I roll.
No, you can use it if you want. I'm gonna guess that you can't re-roll fumbles because there'd be no reason to have that as an omen to re-roll a crit or to neutralize a fumble.
I don't know. I don't see anything saying you can't reroll fumbles. It's a die roll. It didn't just
For
says
sure,
reroll a
but
die.
then why would you ever choose to
Oh, I don't know.
mitigate
I mean,
a
you know,
fumble or
it's
a
like-
crit?
I think it's like one of those things. You put a system together and you have some stuff that just comes out being more beneficial than another.
How's that?
Yeah.
Sorry. I need to take a nap. Can you play for me for now?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Bye. Sorry.
See you.
Bye, Noodle.
Yeah.
All right. You re-rolled and you failed, or what?
Yeah, I failed.
Okay. You just want to say you neutralized the fumble instead?
Yeah.
Okay. So you neutralize your fumble. You miss completely, but nothing bad comes of it. All right, now Jothier. You got an undead in your face.
I'm gonna swing, but I just gotta fix my the dice calculator that you showed me just to get the right side. I rolled a 19.
All right. Good hit. Damage?
4 plus 5.
All right, you hack it right through its chest and it just collapses. All right. ISO.
Okay. I think for the moment it's probably my best interest to try to attempt a spell to heal Loxan here, and if I get lucky, maybe myself.
All right.
So I'm going to use Grace of a Dead Saint. It lets me roll a d2 to see how many creatures it affects, but they regain d10 HP.
Okay, go for it.
So let me roll a...
D2.
First, let me roll to see if I even cast this thing, because I got to do that first. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
Presence roll.
Yeah.
Let me... Okay, I think I'm good. Yay! So,
Ooh.
just barely get that out, I guess.
Yep.
Because I probably tossed this
Oh,
torch
wait,
on
I saw the
ground.
0, but yeah, I see. There we go.
Yeah,
All right,
13.
yeah, you're good. Now you're D2. See how many it affects, right?
Yeah, so I need a free hand, right? So I just, free action. I just dropped the torch over
Okay.
on this bush. And then everything else is on fire, so I'll toss it in this bush and let it be a big torch, I guess.
Okay.
But I can't do that, so I'm going to leave the torch on just so I can, have it still burning at the moment.
Well, hold on. You're going to have to put your sword away. Because you can't cast magic with a two-handed... You can't cast magic spells with a two-handed weapon.
It's a long sword. It's one-handed.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Thought you had the big two-hander.
No, maybe the model just makes it look bigger, but it looks kind of like a long sword to me.
All right, all good.
I can put the torch away if you want to.
Well, just
I'll do
just
it later.
cast
I'll do it
just
later.
roll your
So,
D2.
let me roll a D2. Yeah.
I can.
Hey,
turn
two
your torch
people.
off. There we go.
Okay, and then I'm gonna roll. Do you want me to roll a D10, one D10 for him, and then one D10 for me, or do you want me to roll one for both of us? And we get the same amount?
However you want to do it, it's fine. You just tell me what you're doing.
I like randomness, so I'd love to roll it twice. So this first one's for Loxan.
All right.
He
2
gets back
health.
2.
Woo!
And the next one's for me.
You've doubled his health.
I wish that was flipping, but it is something.
Let's see, and that's it for you, right? Oh, you guys. Yeah, that's everybody. All right. Oops. Come on.
Drop this little healing aura.
All right. Looks evil. All right. I guess we're back to Niana. Oh no, wait, it's their turn. Jothier. You look like you haven't been attacked enough.
What about Patrick?
He goes first. So he's already.
Oh, we're being attacked now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's NPC turn. Yeah, don't do the bush thing. The particle effects make Yag unhappy, or my computer. I actually had to limit it. I had more, and it looks so cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if it's my graphics card or what, or maybe it could have just been the settings. You just leave it there. It's fine. We'll see. We'll see how it does. It was a while back, I think, before he did all the... Oops. Did you dodge, Jothier? Agility?
Oh, I didn't hear you tell me to do that.
Yep.
No, I did not.
All right. D6 damage.
Now I get the maximum roll.
Oh, 6 damage? Yikes.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Niana.
Yeah, that's what I did to myself when I got smacked with that maid.
You see the dead shambling towards you. They don't quite make it to you, though. You still have a little bit of space to work with. What are you doing?
I might as well remount.
All right. And go where?
Right in between them.
Okay. Where are you heading generally? The way you're facing, or up the road, or?
Well, yeah, up the road, I guess.
Okay. Go
In
ahead and make
between
your.
them first.
All right. Go ahead and make your riding roll. Ooh. You have any
Nope.
omens?
No, I only had one.
All right. We'll just say you make it up here to this guy, and he gets tangled up in your horse's reins with his shield flailing around. Meanwhile, your horse is squishing the corpse below it. So your horse is a little spooked at the moment. All right, Loxon.
Okay.
Yes.
I guess I'm just gonna shoot this guy. It was this guy. This over here.
Okay. I can't grab that fire for some reason.
What fire? The one I put on the bush?
Yeah.
Oh, I pinned it for you, so it wouldn't take up all your.
Oh no.
when you mentioned
okay.
graphics, just go click on the king hat symbol and you can grab it.
Yeah,
Just-
well, I was
just
trying to give it
divine
light. There you go.
Yeah, it wouldn't give me any light. Maybe it'll give you more.
You had to check the party. Light
Everybody
option.
sees. Yeah, I don't think it liked letting me check it. Yeah.
All right, what did you get?
Neat. That looks cool.
To
I was waiting for you.
yeah, I'm waiting for you. You're gonna said attack the guy.
We go one again.
Ooh. All right.
Oh shit! Can I use my reroll so he can reroll that?
I think you can actually. Yeah, reroll you or someone else. So you want him to reroll it?
Because that would be that'd be a critical failure again, right? Otherwise,
Yep.
yeah, I don't want.
I got 10.
So 11.
Or
So
11.
yeah.
but,
So you miss.
Omen burn.
And our character, I'm actually gonna head off because I'm getting absolutely tired right now.
Okay.
So it has.
See you,
Night.
Baltimore. Hope you feel better. Hope things go good for your cat too.
Me too. And that's it.
See ya.
Yeah.
All right. So he misses, and Jothir, it's up to you.
Now, since we have a burning bush, would this now be considered sacred ground, and should all these undead just die?
It's not how it works. What are you doing?
I'm gonna attack the undead that hit me.
Okay. Swing away.
That's so I rolled 20 with modifiers, so it's not a nat 20.
Okay. Then yeah, damage away.
Uh, 5. That includes the +1.
All right. Sword cuts him right in half. He falls over in 2 pieces.
Good job, Jothir.
All right. ISO.
I'm going to try to take care of Luxon here, and I'm going to maybe hit him again with a spell of healing. I'm not sure if he upped his healing bar before by the 2 or not. You might have to check it out.
Done.
Make sure. No. Cannot cast. Alright, what happens when you fail a cast? Take damage? I can't remember.
D2 damage, and you can't cast any more spells for an hour, effectively. Or if you do, if you try to cast a spell, they fail in the worst way. So yeah, you just take 2 damage.
Okay. My head hurts. It must be blocking me.
Alright.
Oh, well, I tried.
Now they're gonna close in on you here. You want to roll once for both or twice? Once for each. You're both
Let's
gonna
do once for each.
Okay. All right. Swing for the unarmed one first, or dodge rather for the unarmed one.
Wrong thing.
Okay. 19, easily dodged.
No, I rolled the wrong thing.
Oh, I see. Yeah, presence. Okay. Still safe. Now roll for the sword wielding dead.
Also safe.
Oh, very safe. All right. You hear lots of shield bashing and swinging behind you as they close in on your Doomguard soldier. All right, Nyana, back to you. What are you doing? What's your plan?
Trying to make my way towards the only building that doesn't seem to be on fire.
Okay. So disengaged in, or you want to risk the free strikes? You could probably make it all the way there if you didn't, if you risk the free strikes. If you just want to disengage, then you'll make it just a short distance.
I'll risk the free strike.
Strikes. There's 2. You're gonna have to make the magic happen twice again, if you do it that way.
Bertie.
All right. Well, your ride makes it, but let's see if you can avoid getting hit on your way out. So roll for the sword guy first.
Agility or presence again?
Agility. You're just making a dodge roll. Woo! Natural 20. I'm not even going to make you roll again. You got a natural 20.
You move like they do.
Yep. Well, I'll tell you what. You can either make a free strike against him, or you can avoid the free strike from the other one. I'll let you pick. How about that? Give you some options.
The free strike from the other one.
Okay. There you go. All right. You can ride all the way up to the gate of that building that you're talking about. Yep. You easily evade everybody else. Everything else. All right. Jothier, you see Loxon sort of flailing on his horse, bobbing, his eyes opening and closing. Looks like he's about to pass out from weakness. What are you doing?
I hop on the other horse.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna grab the reins to the horse that Loxon's on.
Okay.
And try to start moving forward.
All right. Go ahead and roll. This is going to be a little more difficult because you're trying to do a lot. One free action is easy, but I'm also okay with speeding this up a little bit, so go ahead and roll.
Okay, I rolled a 6. Should I be adding my my agility modifier into that?
Yes, but it's not going to be enough. Do you have any omens you want to re-roll or anything?
Well, I have an agility modifier of +6, so that will make it a 12. And then I don't.
Yeah,
Since
it's
I'm
still
on horseback, you said I do not use my difficulty reduction.
Right.
Okay.
Well, you're not avoiding
would've made it
anything.
14.
You're just riding. This is going to be
Okay.
presence. Well, yeah, you can agility too, but yeah, I see what you're saying. No, that doesn't work for your horse. That's just for you evading physically being hit when you're on the ground.
Okay.
Do you want to use an omen to re-roll, or you just want to leave it at that?
I only have one omen and I used it.
Oh, okay. All right. All right, ISO, what do you want to do? Now that you have a
Jothir,
headache.
what do we? Yeah, Jothir. Jothir, where did Nyana go? Should we head off to her?
Since we don't have a torch out, or is that burning bush supposed to be? Sorry, this is out of character. That bush, is that supposed to represent the torch?
Yeah, the bush is on fire.
Yeah, it's making light.
Okay. So I'm not sure exactly where she went. She was heading off down the direction of this trail, but then we had these undead in our face. I assume she continued this way. I'm not seeing not seeing her body.
Probably best we move on. Are you okay back there? We're moving on. Do you need help? Patrick.
Just hear him yell, "Go on! Keep going! Get to the idol!"
Okay, with the acknowledgement that he's doing his duty.
Right.
Won't be,
Correct.
won't be, yeah.
Sir, no longer appearing in this campaign, yes.
Yeah. Let's see, can I make it through here? Or do I have to,
just
swing
roll.
at some undead, or...
Just roll. Are you trying to make like a full out run? Yeah. Just ride and roll.
I would like to avoid them if I can, just to get by.
Yeah, just ride.
Because fighting them is
roll.
not going well for my roll.
Yes.
What were you doing for riding? Can I do agility as before to
Yep.
get the horse to dance around?
That's fine.
Whee! Oh, natural 20 for me too.
Okay,
Yay, makes up for all the misses.
I'm gonna let you get all the way up there with Nyana if you want.
Yeah.
Directly behind her horse. Can't be next to her, but yeah, directly behind her horse. All right, Jothir, you see the dead starting to move towards you? What are you doing? Oops.
I'm gonna try and ride past them, but I am
Grabbing the reins for...
the reins of the other horse too. Yeah.
Okay.
So for this agility, and that's what I wasn't clear on. Am I adding in my bonus?
What is it? Read me the bonus.
I just have an agility +6. That's my modifier.
Yeah, but I think that's part of your class skill for you avoiding stuff, being detected.
Okay,
and
so
stuff.
that wouldn't like.
Well, wait a
count
minute.
towards anything like handling
your-
the reins and.
Is your +6? Is that straight agility modifier? Like you have a
That's the straight agility modifier.
That's not
The-
your ability
I-
that you were talking about, though, right? That's just a straight modifier.
Well, no, I know you already said about my ability, which is the deduction. I have a -2 deduction to any tests of agility or presence. So what I'm just asking is just that straight agility modifier. Does that count towards my rolls even on horseback right now?
Yeah, connects every
Okay.
agility roll you make.
Okay.
Okay, when you were saying that, I thought you were talking about as your ability. All right, yeah. So go.
Well, originally I was, because I was talking about the -2 or the -2 deduction. That was
Yeah,
the original
just-
question. From
Just go ahead
Brownsville.
and roll. See what you get. Yeah, just a standard
Okay.
ride and roll.
I rolled
You're-
a 17
you are-
without the modifiers.
You are good. So it's like 23.
Yeah.
All right. You grab his reins, you lead him around, and you're going to catch right up to the others. All right. You are here at this quiet little shack. Actually, there is a fire. It looks like there's a light inside, but there's actually not. Thought I turned all the lights off, but I guess I missed one. So anyway, the shack is quiet and dark. You do have the dead shambling around you, but it looks like this actually has a gate that holds up, so your horses would be safe on the other side of it.
Is there a way to get yours to the other side of the gate?
Yes, the gate opens right in front of the door. Right here by the rock.
Alright. I'll ride it.
Alright. Everybody riding in?
Yes.
Yes.
Oops. Well, there's no actual gate, so my normal rule doesn't apply. Just ride to the gate. Alright. Now, Loxon passes out on his horse and falls asleep.
This appears to be the only building not on fire.
Jothir, do you by any chance happen to have smuggled your pick with you in case this is locked? I lost mine.
Sure, Jothir, like a good locksmith. I'm sure he found some tools or something that would serve us as a good enough.
Saying is that be within his clothing the whole time. It would not do well for him to keep it in a pouch.
Yeah, I just figured they took his anyway. Probably stuck out.
All right, you
Plus it gives you the opportunity to do thieving things.
yes. All right, you gonna pick the lock to go inside, Jothir?
Yeah, I'll have to sheath my sword for it.
I'll assist him as well if he's got extra tools, because ISO knows how to do this too. So maybe I'll give him a bonus.
All right, sure. Go ahead and make a roll. I'm gonna guess presence. Or yeah.
Oh, do I need to roll? Do I need to roll to assist him, or does he just get the bonus? I can't.
He'll
remember.
just give him the bonus.
Okay, so
Sweet.
with my
Plus two.
modifiers, I come to 14, so that plus 2 will make it a 16.
All right, then you're in. So you easily pick the lock, open the door, and head inside.
When we open the door, I'm gonna just kind of peer in first. I assume someone has a torch. Kind of look around for traps or anything, just because that would just be his normal process.
Okay, presence roll. Everybody go ahead and roll presence then. ISO, you stepping in? All right.
I rolled 17 plus the modifier makes it 21.
I rolled a total of 6.
Okay.
I will see your 6 and raise you a 5.
Nice. Well, as you open the door, all three of you are hit with a especially strong, nauseating smell of death and decay. So
Blah.
go ahead and, make a toughness check to see if you throw up or not. Everybody. Jothir, you look around, you see no traps, you see a lot of blood on the floor. There's an old torch on the side of the room that's actually burnt out, but it's there. And you see what has to be the demon idol that everybody was talking about, along with a barrel a short distance from it. There's also some chains and shackles and everything along the back wall, and otherwise the room is empty, has nothing else in it. Did anybody fail their toughness?
Was it?
Yeah,
what was the
and
number?
I rolled
12.
Go ahead.
Just got a 12. Barely holding it in.
You're barely holding it in. It's especially
I'm over
strong
the-
in here.
He's in the corner in the prep position, like doing that
Retching,
thing where
yeah.
you're in front of the
Ugh.
toilet and not sure if it's going to happen or not.
Ugh.
I got 22, so... Well, Diana's quite accustomed to the spell of death by now, I think.
Yeah,
Smells
seems
like-
that way.
Smells worse than turd maggot pie in here.
Oh, God.
So I rolled a 1. My modifier is +6, but
No,
does
1
rolling a
doesn't
1 do
matter.
something?
Yeah, 1 overrides everything. You have a natural 1, you automatically just... Actually, you vomit so hard you take damage, we'll say. Roll a d2. You're gonna get a little extra
That's
sick.
That's an incapacitating throw up
Yeah,
action right there.
that's some damage. You're gonna
That's
lose
super
some.
So
sick.
I've taken 1 damage.
All right. You just get sick and you hit the floor, bang your leg, or reach out for your arm and cut yourself. Something. You hurt yourself dealing with the nausea from the smell in this room. What are you guys doing?
Trying to
He
get away from
recovers,
the puking man.
Yeah. Wait, does the puking man is the one with the item we're supposed to hold in front of the statue, isn't it?
Yes. Joe Thier, do I assume you run outside to
Uh,
go get your item from your horse?
No, I had requested a backpack, so I'm carrying. it
Oh,
with
you're
me.
wearing the backpack. Okay, even better. All
Yeah, he
right.
had a pack or whatever.
Okay.
If he's incapacitated, Iso will pat him on the back.
And since you're patting me on the back, go ahead and take it. It's in the backpack. I purposely had it behind me.
Yeah, he's gonna take this thing out
All right,
while he's
so you have
patting you on the back.
A little wooden box. All right. ISO
Yeah,
has it
Joker,
now.
It'll pass. It'll pass. Well, oh god, it's worse up here. Diana, do you know how to work this thing? Or do you want me to do the honors? Whatever this is.
You gonna open
What
the
is it in
box?
his hand anyway?
You open in the
Yeah.
box.
Yeah, is it the box? Does this box look familiar? Is this like the box that Lord Gannison had us moving around for a bit?
No, it's just a simple wooden box that would just be used to hold stuff. Could be anything.
Okay.
But in this particular box is a severed hand from just above the wrist.
Oh!
Looks like it was a very clean cut,
What?
and it's sort of blackened, and you don't even know how old it is.
So he starts to open, he sees it, shuts it. Like just reflexes to shut. There's a hand in the box.
Well, maybe we need the hand.
I've never held a severed hands before. I've only shaken real ones.
I
I don't
suggest
know.
we do as instructed.
Just hold this box up to it.
Yes, I assume that's how simple it is gonna be.
Alright. Well, here goes nothing.
So you
Hold it
hold the
up.
box, and nothing happens.
Anyone recall if we were supposed to say anything? A little abracadabra? Or...
Maybe we need to put the box on top of the statue.
Does the statue have like an altar in front of it or anything? I know it has an orb in the actual statue, but is it supposed to represent some kind of like basin?
No, nothing. What you see is what you get with this one. It's pretty simple. You see the orb in its hands, and the demon looking out,
Jothier tries to wipe his mouth between dry heaves with his glove and just asks, "Did we need to put the box on it? Or what was in the box?"
He said, yeah, to hold up to the statue what I give you. I guess maybe holding up the box is not it, and someone has to touch this hand. Anyone really itching to touch this severed hand?
I'll do it since you both seem to have weak stomachs.
It just seems wrong.
All right, Nyana, reach into the box. The hand feels about as nasty as you think a blackened, rotting hand would feel. And where are you going to place it?
I guess on the orb-looking thing.
Okay. Hand reaches out, and the second you put the hand on the orb, you automatically get a vision in your head. In this vision, you can see Lord Gannison's men in the background at a camp somewhere. Looks like they're packing up to leave. Then you can see Lord Gannison at a table talking to some men you don't really recognize. He's pointing at a map on the table. And on this map, you can see the lines drawn to this place. On the map, there's an X. And then it flashes to a giant wall with a door. Looks like some kind of fortification wall. The mountains on either side are just black rock. And as you look at the doors open slowly, and the vision ends. But even though the vision's ended, you have that map indelibly burned into your head. You can see exactly where they're headed.
I've seen it.
And the hand catches on fire now, on the orb.
I let go of the hand.
All right. It just sits there and burns on top of the orb.
I should take a step back. What did you see, Niall?
I saw Lord Gennison. And a map. And it seems the map brings us to a wall, a sort of fortification in between mountains, with a single door. And I think it's that door that we need to get to.
And from the map, you don't know how you know, but you know it's not very far from here. It's much closer to get to this place than it is to turn around and go back.
And it's actually not too far from here.
With what was said at Dune God, do you think if Lord Gannison has allied himself with this demon, do you think that he is going after that key that they're looking for? Did you see anything like that in your vision?
I did not see the key. But the vision might as well alert to the location of the key.
Getting a little more used to the smell and recovering a bit from throwing up, Jothier would stand up and just sputter a little bit and say, "You know, I kind of wondered about that staff the commander was carrying.
I could tell. You think maybe that's it?
It's been passed down from commander to commander, she said. I don't know if it's a person, a thing, or even a place. We have no idea, no description of what this key is, but that
Indeed.
staff holds meaning.
All I know is that that door is not too far from here, and that we should perhaps follow the vision. If Lord Gennison and his men are heading to the same place, we might beat them to it. Going back to Doomguard will cost us valuable time.
Well, I say we know what we're getting ourselves into. When we came out here, and they made it clear that if we knew where the key was, maybe we should engage. I don't know that we do, but there's a chance that that's it, or it's there. I don't know why else Lord Gannison would be going there. So I'm in. Well, maybe after a short rest on the way. Some of us are bumped up, like Loxanne out there.
Hope his snoring doesn't attract others undead.
I see no
I'm
reason not
actually,
to push forward.
I'm actually terrible at this. I'm sorry. Part of your vision too is the road ahead looks completely clear of undead. You saw no signs of undead anywhere by this wall or Lord Gannison's camp. It looked very clear.
Also, if the vision can be trusted, we'll meet no undead on our way there.
Maybe
That
we can get
certainly
some
sounds like a
rest
better path
in
to
the
me.
saddle then.
Well, it's like the commander said. We're not part of her order or unit. So I see no reason to report back. Let's just move forward.
Let's make our own success.
Aye, let's do that.
All right, setting off for Liana's vision then.
Jothir retrieves the box from ISO and puts that in his backpack. You never know when this box could come in handy.
That was a terrible pun. I love it.
I didn't even get the pun till you said that.
Me either, and I said it.